coming to you from an otherworldly ream of love and cats. It's time for a bit of tea and telly. Pour a cup of positivity and say hello to your host, Maria.
Hey, I unmuted my mic. I remembered. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. It seems like it's been a while since I have streamed. Well, I did the stream with PJ the other day, but that was on his channel, and we were doing a nice little fundraiser there, much needed. But as you may know, I was away for a little bit and came back from ninja training. That was hard. That was really hard. Probably gonna talk a little bit about that in my Zen and Now. Kind of let you know what happened, but I have to say it was one of the toughest things I have gone through. But it was much needed, much needed, and I absolutely am glad that I went. But anyway, so good to be back. I look all fancy with fur right now, but I'm a little cold. So I have something to warm me up a little bit. But hey, good to see R.C. Scott. Good to have you here, author R.C. Scott. Miss Alicia, thank you so much for being here. And Dr. O in the house helped me out. I haven't streamed in a while, so I don't know if everybody remembered I was streaming tonight, but that's right. Everybody will trickle in here in a little bit or on the replay. Before I do though, I'm gonna start off with the hard stuff. I'm gonna drink me something good here out of my Orville glass here. It says my tea and Telly. Maria, tea and Telly. I'm gonna bring out the hard stuff. What hard stuff am I gonna crack out? I'm gonna bring out my strawberries and cream milk. That's the hard stuff because it's a treat to have that. It's a little creamy and it's a little naughty, but I'm going to enjoy it. So I don't know what you guys are enjoying tonight, but I hope you're enjoying something. So I am. Oh, that is good stuff. I don't know if you've ever tried that. Strawberries and cream milk. It's delicious. Anyway, thanks for being here, y'all. And speaking of, hey, Tim's Talk, it is so good to see you. Thank you for being here. And my wrenches, if you have that list, and I think I might need to add R.C. Scott. But Tim's Talk has an awesome channel. He is just climbing. I'm sure that we are going to see him on a TV show soon because he is superhero quality there. Good to see you, Tim. And Tim has been so supportive and with me since the very beginning. So definitely like to support each other in that. He is an awesome individual. And sometime I'm sure I'm going to have them come visit me again if they like here on Tea and Telly as we keep growing. Our family keeps growing. And that is why I wanted to make sure to stream tonight because I have seen the Tea and Telly family growing. Our taco cats are growing. So it is fun stuff. I'm glad everybody's having fun. We have so much more in store for Tea and Telly. But speaking of the Orville, in case you missed the news, Tom Constantino put out that we have, he put out a nice little video with the very ever so talented and wonderful individual, Scott Grimes, that announced that they now have, let me put this up here 1 second. I'm going to pop it up. Tom put out here that, and put out a nice little stream. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but let's try it out. All right, there you go. They announced that they now have the soundtrack to the Orville, and you can download it in all the places that you download your stuff. And I listened to a little bit of it earlier while I was working, and I felt quite motivated when I'm sitting there working, listening to the Orville track and the music going. And I was like, yeah, I was working. It made my work sound suspenseful and action packed, like I was doing something important. And I loved it. So, you guys enjoy it. Go ahead and tell Tom how you're enjoying it as well. The Vagrancy Whore, thank you for being here. Good evening to you as well. And I hope I have your link as well to your channel. Make sure everybody that watches on the replay. Sometimes I get more on my replay than I do live, and that's understandable because there's a lot of people doing a show right now. But thank you for being here with me because I definitely appreciate it. And my fur is falling. Don't worry, guys. It's not real fur. I'm a fake fur kind of gal. So anyway, so I wanted to have just a little fun tonight. Um, my cat, I'd done a post earlier on a photo bomb that my cat did. I was sitting there working at my desk, and my phone was kind of sitting up like this, and he's always touching my phone, and he took a nice little photo thing because my camera button is right there. So thought it was funny. We were all talking about how cats like to take over our keyboards and open windows and call people. And my cat has texted my niece at 3 a.m. once and all that good stuff. So it was kind of funny. So my cat took over, is kind of sort of taking over the show tonight because he's right now saving up his Nottergy and he's having a nap. But he picked out some things tonight. But before I get to that, I kind of wanted to bring up some of the things I haven't seen anybody talking about. Let me see what's going on over here. Oh, thanks, Miss Alicia, for pulling up the she says all the important people here. That's right. Okay. And good to see you. You guys are awesome. And there's this channel if you haven't subscribed to it. Great storyteller. Very awesome graphics used in the storytelling. Good stuff. Oh, snowing here pretty bad. Yeah. We had a few snowflakes. So probably just a little of what was left on your end, but nothing major here in the Rockies. And but it's cold. I'm cold. So stay safe, stay warm. If your heat goes out, hopefully you remember how to rub sticks together and build a nice little fire. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about a couple of shows I haven't seen anybody talk about. I've been enjoying the heck out of them. I hope you do too. And I kind of wanted to see if you guys have seen it. And if so, what you think about it, because I'm enjoying them. One of them is called, oh my goodness, I just had it right in front of me. I have 3 of them, and I'm trying to decide which one I wanted to bring up first. Dr. O, pull up one up for me, and I'll just go with that. Any one of those 3 that I brought up, if you could. And there's 3 shows, and let's see. Here we go. So one of them is, and this is such a great show. It's called The Picture Went Away. But it's I swear it's a movie. There we go. It's on Netflix. It's called Lilyhammer. And it's quite entertaining and it's quite funny. This guy here, I'm not going to, give any spoilers, but this guy, pretty much the story is this guy was in the mafia, and he he is kind of trying to hide from the gang, and so he picks the most interesting place to go hide, and it's in Norway. And so introducing his lifestyle to the Norwegian community is hilarious. And has anybody seen this one on Netflix, Lilyhammer? I think you'll be entertained from it. Awesome show. This guy does a spot on job with this character. Such a good character for him. He does a great job in it. But definitely should check that out. Lilyhammer on Netflix. I think you'll get a kick out of that one. And then anybody seen it? Anybody? Well, there's not a lot of people here tonight, but that's all right. So there you go. There's Lilyhammer, a New York gangster in Norway. Yeah. You gotta check it out. Thank you so much. He found a lot of snapshots of it, and it's hard to not give away the story from it, but trust me, it's good. You'll go check it out. And thank you so much. It is funny. It does have some action to it there too, so you're not going to get bored from that. And there's Miss Louise Sparrow. Thanks for joining. It's so good to see you. Thank you for being here. And there's Miss Louise Sparrow's channel. Hopefully everybody, and even if you think you've subscribed, just double check it and make sure that YouTube hasn't kicked you out of it, and that you definitely are subscribed, because it does that sometimes for people. I don't know why, I don't know how, but you want to double check that you still are subscribed to everybody here. And then speaking of, real quick, I put out information that my monetization was paused. So my taco cats are kind of sitting there right now, all my memberships and stuff, but I've got it squared away pretty much. It should be coming back soon once YouTube catches up with the information that I've sent to them. So they didn't suspend me or anything like that. It was just paused, but we'll have it back, and all you taco cats will come back here soon. But anyway, thank you so much for Lilyhammer putting that one up. Guys, check it out, Netflix. The next one, let's pull up the next one here and see the next one we have before we get to some other stuff. Well, I have a sip of strawberries and cream milk. And interesting that I should go solo today, because during the time I was out on the retreat, I had to be silent, as in no talking, no eye contact, for 5 days. And PJ would be laughing because he'd be like, Maria was quiet for 5 days? Holy moly. Yes, I was. Tim, hey. I said Tim. Time Prophet. Yeah, thanks for popping in. Good to see you. Mr. Non-Taco Eating Crazeman. He has a channel as well. Thank you so much. And good to have you here. But yes, I had to be completely silent, which is why my voice is a little raspy. It's weird because my voice gets raspy if I talk too much. And also now it's raspy because I'm just getting it back from being completely silent. I have never heard so much silence in my life. It was so quiet. 7 other people with me, and I did not hear anything. Everything was done through hand gestures. I've never bowed so much in my life. Why didn't I speak for 5 days? Because that's part of the training. It's an incredibly physical and mental training, and it requires a lot of concentration and a lot of it's very physical. After I got back I couldn't move for a while because it was it was hard. But so the next one I'm going to pull up here is the next show. I'm guessing some of you have seen it, but just nobody's talked about it. It's called Carnival Row, and look who's in it is the wonderful Orlando Bloom. You're very funny. You're very funny. Tee hee. Carnival Row. Haven't seen it. Orlando Bloom's in it. Awesome show. The cinematographic in it is excellent. The costumes are excellent. The score is excellent. I love everything about this show. The era. It's got phase in it. It is a true sci-fi show. It is definitely something I think you sci-fi freaks will enjoy. It's got monsters and it's got flying things. It's got unusual creatures, and Orlando Bloom does a great job in this one. Look, can Ryan Seacrest. I know, right? Yeah, I didn't know if it was just because of the character that he's portraying in here. Ladies, he does have his shirt off for a few scenes. I'm just saying. Okay. But Miss Lisa, if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check that out. I believe that one is on. I believe it's on. Is it Hulu? I can't remember. Oh my gosh, I stream with a lot of them, but and Lord of the Rings found his acting style a bit wooden in the other movies. Oh, Prime. Okay, thank you. Prime. It's on Prime. Thanks. Sorry, I stream all over the place. I love these wings on the Fae. They actually, like if they're hugging somebody, the wings wrap around them too, like arms. It's so beautiful. Anyway, he does a good job in this one. It's he does a good job in this one, and I like all the characters in this show. So definitely check that out. I don't remember how many seasons there are. I kind of lose track. I'm not one with the knowing every season and which episode I'm on. I don't know how I can do that with the Orville, but with this one, it's got a few seasons to it. So definitely a good show you want to check out as well. And it is, as Dr. O says, it's like fantasy, but in a steampunk time frame. And everybody knows steampunk is one of my favorites. I love steampunk. One day I hope to be in a steampunk show because I want to dress steampunk and get away with it. I don't think I could walk down the street right now in my steampunk outfit without turning some heads. Not that saying she's hot, she's turning heads. No, as in, what the is she wearing? But I love steampunk. So Carnival Row. Definitely check that one out. All right, last one I have here. Thank you for pulling that one up. There's this final one. I think I've heard the community talking about it, as the director is something of a big hit in our community. And I just started watching it, so I don't think I've quite finished season 1 yet. But let's take a look at that one, and I will pull that up while I keep drinking my creamy, delicious strawberries and cream milk. All right. The Strain. Oh my gosh. The Strain. Anybody seen this one yet? It is yeah, that picture kind of says it all there. And I've only gone so far into it, so but I can tell you that it doesn't take There's some shows that take a little while to like start picking up the steam. This one kind of does it from the beginning. You start getting what's going on in the very first episode. It is, oh gosh, how do I explain it? It's interesting. Like, it's not predictable. You'd think that, oh, things crawling inside somebody's body has been done a bazillion times, but it's not as predictable as it seems. So anybody seen that one? Let me see. I have seen The Strain. First 2 seasons are good, but it goes downhill. Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Yeah, Louis says, ew. I know it's ewy, but I can actually handle that. Yeah, they're different type. They're different type of vampires. They're not typical. So it's a little different from like Invasion of the Body Snatchers or anything like that. It's definitely unusual, but it is good. So on that one, that's the one I was thinking. That one's the one on Hulu. So if you haven't seen that, you should check that out as well. And I forget I can never say the name of the guy that wrote it. Oh my gosh. Del Torres. I believe is his last name, but he's won several awards for his work, and I can see why. Hey, G-Force, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Always good to see you guys joining in, chiming in. I know not everybody can stay the whole time, but it's good to have you pop in. Yeah, that's the one. My tongue has a hard time saying that first name. Guillermo del Toro. Yeah. Excellent writer. He writes with another guy in this one. But is it? Well, it is a word now. Time. That's good. I'm sometimes some of these shows, I always wonder, like, how are they going to keep it going? How are they going to keep people interested in the plot? But so far, this one has me hooked in there. So thank you, Alicia, for putting up G-Force's channel in there as well. Again, make sure that you still subscribe to everybody that comes in here. Just call him GDT. No kidding, right? That nickname alone is enough for a mouthful. Thank you for that. And good stuff, though. Anyway, that's what I have been kind of sitting around watching. I think there's some other new things that are out that I still need to catch up on. We got a little Star Wars action stuff coming out. We have what else came out? Oh my gosh, I should know. And Pacific Rim, yeah. Yeah, he's done quite a bit of stuff. He's a good writer. I could see why he's winning awards. So yeah, so those are the shows. If you check them out, I think you'll enjoy them. And we have. Thank you for that, Dr. O. So yes, he did Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth is one of my favorites. As a matter of fact, I had a cat named Ophelia, named her after the little girl in Pan's Labyrinth. And so Ophelia was a good cat, and that's where I got her name from. So, what I was saying earlier is that Mr. Muffin was taking over my notes for the show. and he had asked me to share some pew 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 news with you. And he did that. He went pew 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 pew. So I'm gonna have to get some sound effects because he had sound effects with that. I don't know how he did it. That's not him, that's the little girl. Anyway, so oh my gosh. Give me 1 second. I need to catch up here. Yeah. Mandalorian. That's the one I was thinking of. Mandalorian. I've heard some good things about that. I haven't heard anybody say anything bad yet. So I'm going to have to check that out. I didn't want to elaborate too much on that because I haven't seen it yet, but I'm getting to that. We're being silent. We're allowed to talk. No, there were I wasn't home for that. I left town for that. I left town for that. And so I was in an undisclosed location, and was completely silent. I was gonna oh yeah. So as you know, this is the photo bomb. The photo bomb of he's facing this way, so his paws are this way, and my phone's right underneath him. And I'm like watching something, I don't know, TV or whatever. I think he was too. But no spoilers. I can't give you spoilers because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet at all. Like, I just saw that it was out. Thank you, Miss Louise. It was worth watching. So yeah, it was. I can say it was America. It was America. Yeah. Look at him. Look at him looking at you. He has the greenest eyes ever. Yeah, he has some super green eyes. But he takes some good selfies. He's had my camera before, and some of the pictures he takes were unbelievably hilarious. But he's good at taking that selfie. Yeah, he's a handsome little guy. I think Dr. O had one of my other favorite pictures of him. It happens to be the most awesome picture, but unfortunately it was taken when there was a thunderstorm and he was kind of rattled by it, but the picture came out really nice. From Atlantis. Yeah, his eyes are I just love his eyes. They're so pretty, so green. I call him my little dragon because he's so fluffy, and when he walks with his tail up in the air like that, and it's just flowing. It just flows. He reminds me of like the Never Ending Story character. But yeah, so here he is, getting ready to. He's yeah. Look at the look on Gordon's face. He's like, "What? You want me to read what?" So he thinks he's a news guy. So I'm going to share one of the stories, and I think I'm going to start out with. I think I'm going to start out with the. Wait, where are you at? I'm going to take it down for a sec while the other story comes up. Hang on. Backstage, which one to pop up for me? Thank you. My communications officer back there working away. I'm a slave driver. No, I'm not. Stop it. Okay. So the first one that we're going to pop up. Okay, so just so you know, this is satire, Pew Pews, satire. People thinking I'm reading real news. I just thought they were funny. You have it up. I'm ready for it when you are. There we go. Okay, so here we go. We got this website cracks me up all the time. High cost of childcare forcing more toddlers to work their way through preschool. It's just becoming ridiculous when we've got kids now. I'm trying to check my groceries out at the store. And can you zoom it up there so I could read that on there? Zoom up the words. There you go. So, according to a new report released Friday by the Center for American Progress, a high cost of childcare is forcing more toddlers to work their way through preschool. With the cost of childcare skyrocketing across the country, a record number of children as young as 2 seeking part-time and even full-time jobs to cover the cost of their preschool tuition. Isn't that ridiculous? Said a reporter, Michelle Inba, whatever her name is, because I can't see it very well, still kind of small because I'm blind, who shared that jobs range from washing dishes. Okay, 2-year-old washing dishes, that's just, wait a minute, I did that when I was a kid. That's not too terrible. The only difference is I never got paid for it. But so they're washing dishes in the preschool cafeteria. They're even tutoring their peers. And it's not just preschool tuition that they need to cover. It's the cost of snacks and picture books, and everything comes out of their own pocket. Even if they spend 30 hours a week doing janitorial work, they could still end up graduating under a pile of debt. At press time, get motion sickness. But added that millions of children dropped out of preschool. Millions of children drop out of preschool every year. Yeah, that's just wrong. Shoes not needed anymore. I know, right? They're probably giving them the easier jobs though. School is free. Look at that. Child labor is illegal. School is free in the UK. Yes, it is. Education is free in Europe, so that's kind of a nice thing. So that's why the Times like what? Yes, because here people go into crazy debt with their tuition. I don't even want to tell you how much I had owed in mine. It was horrible. Okay, I'll tell you. I owed like 80 grand for my college. And luckily it's gone. It's gone away, that debt. But oh my gosh, 80 grand. Okay, speaking of child labor, there's one more story about that. About a 12-year-old. This one will get you. This one will get you. It is I don't know what we're doing making children work so gosh darn young. So a 12-year-old job applicant is asked to explain a 12-year employment gap on a resume. 12-year-old. So expressing concern over the youngsters' suspiciously sparse work history and a total lack of professional references. Local factory manager Toby Waters asked a 12-year-old job applicant Tuesday to explain a 12-year-old employment gap on his resume. I feel bad leaving a gap of at least a year. Of course, I never have a gap, but if there was one. So it says here, young man, that you haven't had a job since you were 0 years old. That's an awfully long time to just be sitting at home unemployed, says Walters. Adding that he could understand if the 7th grader had taken off a few years here and there to take care of an aging relative, maybe recover from an illness, or start a family, but failing to keep a steady job for his entire young life was just a bit of a stretch. Look, I don't mean to be harsh, but I've seen several applicants here who are 12 years old and they've held down jobs all their lives. And it didn't matter if they were homeless, sick, or even had a limb cut off right here at the factory. How are you supposed to compete with them when you haven't even been employed since you left the womb? Hey, Cardinal, how's it going? It's so good to see you. Yes. I also did 2 years of college for free. Yeah, absolutely. Your college is free. Just being silly here, Cardinal. Thanks for joining. And Miss Alicia is on it. She already has that channel popped up, and I didn't have to say a word. Thank you, Miss Alicia. You're awesome. Um, so anyway, now you're basically aging out of the workforce. But the good news is he decided to go ahead and let that 12-year-old work, even though he was kind of fully expecting him to, croak over on right away at the job. That's just rude. Anyway, so I have time sitting there going, what the heck is going on in the US with all these kids working? That's just horrible. Okay. But see, I wasn't going to bring this up. Muffin decided he wanted to bring this up for you guys. So this is Muffin's news, not mine. Pew, pew, pew. All right, next up, and time is flying by, gosh, I can't believe how fast it's gone. The next one up I want to pull up is just, let me see, which one is it? Let me see. Let's see, there was one on the moon. It's a super short one about the moon. Now, apparently, this one sounds a little hilarious. European Space Agency proposes new time zone for moon. No, it's not made of cheese. You're not flying by. No, it's what they're saying is European Space Agency proposes a new time zone for the moon, saying that there is a need to establish some synchronicity in how we tell time on the moon. And many countries are racing to explore it. My thing that made me laugh was the response from some of these people. So why not just say it's always 3:25 p.m.? This feels like something that the moon citizens should decide. At first, you won't be going to the moon. Yeah, I think this cracked me up because I get confused on all these time zones as it is. I have an app that has to tell me what time zones everyone is now. I hit the button and poof, it tells me where it is around in certain areas of people I know that live in certain countries. So I know not to text them at like 3 a.m. just because it's 8 o'clock my time. So it's kind of confusing enough as it is. Their comments are hilarious. However, I understand that this is actually a true story. So that one kind of cracked me up. The moon has got no atmosphere. DJ, hey, thanks for joining. Good to see you pop in here. It's not a bad idea, he says. Then again, wait a second. Can't they use a sundial on the moon? Well, go figure, huh? Zulu time. I don't know. I laughed at that at first. I thought, okay, that is a hilarious joke. Moon with the time zone. What time is it on the moon? I don't know, but I guess they have a reason for it. I don't know why, but is ay. Anytime. All right. Well, I won't. I'm not a violent person. So good to have you here. Some disco. What? You ate 70s disco? Are you kidding? The Bee Gees? My gosh. Oh, Miss Elisa, thank you. She is so sweet. She remembered that this is what I used to use at first. Before I got monetized, I would do the buy me a coffee bit, and people would, and actually, I have it as set as cat treats so that people would buy me cat treats for my cat because he goes through a lot of cat treats. Thank you for pulling that up. But that's what that's about is a site called Buy Me Coffee. Something you can sign up for too, actually, and hand that out, and people can buy you one coffee, two coffees. Yes, I gathered that one time. How much coffee did you actually drink? When and where? No, I usually have just one cup in the morning. One. That's all I can handle. You don't want Maria on too much coffee. I'm kind of pushing it with the strawberries and cream milk here because it is very thick. Light just changed on me. It does this every time. It drives me nuts. Anyway, so then let me see. What time is it? We're almost there. So let's do, I think I still have another story left. The boyfriend one. I don't know how this one made it into the article, but Muffin said, "This is funny. I want this one." And I think he found it funny because he couldn't relate to somebody doing this to a human. So, filthy, greasy covered boyfriend left to soak in a kitchen sink for a few hours. So Muffin was like, why would they do that? Well, let me tell you what happened here. Noting that she had procrastinated cleaning him for so long that he had developed thick, impenetrable layer of grime. Local woman Tiffany Waters told reporters on Thursday that she had left her filthy, greasy covered boyfriend in the kitchen sink to soak for a few hours. It's disgusting, I know, but it had been at least 2 days since my boyfriend got dirty, and no amount of scrubbing or scraping was getting the food residue off of him. How messy was this guy, said Waters, adding that there were so many stains and pieces of charred bits and hardened food scraps stuck to the skin and hair that her only option was to cover the boyfriend in soap and fill the sink and submerge him in water. I knew I should have had at least tried to wash my boyfriend the second I finished cooking, but he's not dishwasher safe, and I know it's bad if you scratch him. I'm just hopeful that leaving him to soak overnight will loosen up some of the crud so I can get him nice and clean again. Otherwise, I'll probably have to throw him out. At press time, an impatient Waters reportedly asked if she could use her roommate's boyfriend for a few hours. All right, so my cat is easily entertained. That's hilarious. I never use my dishwasher. Let me see. Where am I in the chat? Whenever I see nicknames. I don't know why she chose the sink. I have no idea. Maybe there was so much stuff on him that she had to use the garbage disposal after the water was going to drain. Letting dishes soak is the ultimate stall technique. I know, right? Dawn keeps trying to tell us that you don't need to soak your stuff overnight because they've got some industrial strength stuff that will help you clear that stuff up right away. Basically, don't be lazy. Get the dishes done for cripe's sake. Um, why would he have food on his skin? I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe he's sitting to watch. I mean, I've seen it done before. People, and I didn't say guys, I said people, will sit on their couch, food on their tummies, eating away. Maybe it just got all over him. I don't know. I don't own a dishwasher. Not everybody does. I do, but I don't use it for that because I think it's a waste of water for me. I do old-fashioned wash by hand kind of thing. Plus, I like it. Dawn takes it out of your way. It does, actually. You know what I love? Okay, this is so funny. Dawn does make this bottle that sits upside down, and you just squeeze it, and dish soap comes out from the bottom. And it actually works. Like, I thought, okay, I'm going to have dish soap all over my sink because it's not going to stop and it's going to be all over the place. But it actually works. I love it. You should get it. It actually saves me from having to buy those plastic things all the time because I just get a huge, big, giant one and just keep filling it up. And then I'll have one plastic thing to recycle as opposed to a bunch of them. Plug for Dawn. They're not paying me, just so you know. But that stuff is really good. And I love that bottle. It actually works. It doesn't drip. It's amazing. Time DJ's Talent Time, not a bad name to be associated with. DJ Nor. Does my last name start with a G? Your name's in there somewhere. That's all right. I finally have a dishwasher 14 years doing them in my hand. I kind of like, it's kind of zen washing them. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I don't feel like it, but I'm not going to break out the dishwasher. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Time says I have an old-fashioned dishwasher. It's called a wife. Oi, vey. Oi. I hope you ate dinner because if you didn't, she's not going to cook for you tonight. God. For those of you in the chat, he's joking, okay? Just don't hit him with the stick. Don't take the grease out of it, but commercials always remove the word grease. I know, isn't that weird? Why? They're kind of like we're not adults enough. Yeah, I know, right? He's hilarious, isn't he? He likes living on the edge there. Before putting in the dishwasher. I never understood that. Never understood that. Oh yeah, that's right. It's 1 a.m. I don't have your time zone on my phone, so I don't know what time it is for you, but I forget it. It's 1 a.m. But you still have to go to bed, and you don't want to end up sleeping outside now, do you? Grease is the word. I just had the don't start that. Oh, don't start that. I'm gonna have that in my head all night long. Yeah. Bird is the word. I did that to PJ the other day. I'm like, yeah, bird is the word. He kept saying it over. He's like, oh my God, you're driving me crazy. Yeah, already in bed. Fine. Just remember the word. There's somebody invented the word karma for a reason. Okay, one more story. Bathroom attendant offers man a sticker for using the potty all on his own. Isn't that sweet? A gold star. Who doesn't like a gold star? Especially for doing something as amazing as going to the potties by yourself. Insisting that the patron had done such a good job that he deserved a reward. Bathroom attendant Ron Carlton reportedly offered a 39-year-old customer a sticker from the Fitzmore Steakhouse Friday for using the potty all on his own. The gentleman has been a very good boy and earned himself a sticker of his choosing. Not just any sticker, but he got to choose his sticker. So the attendant opening the leather briefcase to allow the adult patron to pursue several sheets of sparkling stickers featuring Barney, construction vehicles, and colorful stars. I put on the potty music, but I should have known a fellow of your refinement wouldn't need it. Quite impressive. And if I may say so, sir, I must commend you on getting most of it into the toilet. Now choose wisely. And remember that if you get 4 more of these, I'll let you watch an episode of Paw Patrol. And at press time, the bathroom attendant was singing the alphabet song for the patron to ensure that he took enough time washing his hands. I don't know. I forget which song is the one that you're supposed to sing when you're washing your hands to make sure it's all the way. Those of you with kids probably know, but my cats do their own washing at their own time, so I don't have a song to play for them. He's a big boy now. He really should be using the toilet. You're so violent. You're so violent. Hey, Rod Thunderer, thank you so much for being here. Good to see you popping in. Kind of a laid back show tonight, so just getting myself back in the swing of things after being offline for a little while. Should be creepy. Was he actually watching him? Ew, I don't know. That would have been like creepy. That would have been too nasty. ABCs or Twinkle Twinkle? The ABCs? That's kind of long, but is it the ABCs? ABCs, Twinkle Twinkle. I don't know. I usually, just wash them thoroughly and then sanitize after. So I don't know if they have an equivalent adult song to go with that to remind us. Did you get your sticker? I got the sheet of stickers to give to you when you're ready for them. So I got stickers, but they're not for me. They're for me to give out. So let me know which one you choose. You thought you were being funny. Oh my goodness. You guys crack me up. You guys are awesome for joining me on this laid back stream of nothing but Muffin news, pew 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 news for you. But I've been kind of like, I had a hard time finding the energy to do something more upbeat, which I'm going to, because I'm going to have a big party for my 2,000 subscribers, even though it's grown even more since then. But I'm hoping to get somebody super awesome for that. I'm going to put this up while we're talking. And I've got some awesome people coming, and I'm not quite ready for them just yet, but we've got Orville people coming, we've got Dark Matter people coming, we've got other people from other stuff, classic shows. I have awesome guests coming. So, but I wanted to get back into it slowly because in the retreat, everything was completely at a standstill. For those who don't know, too, I spent 6 hours a day in meditation. So when you are in complete silence and you are spending 6 hours of your day in complete silence with meditation, sitting is incredibly physical. Oh my God, I was in such pain. So it's taken me kind of a while to process all of the things that I did and I learned and I picked up and still processing from the retreat. So I've been kind of like melancholy, I don't know if I can use melancholy, just kind of, I don't know, a little quiet still. So, um, you know what? I don't think I have, Rod. The Adjustment Bureau. I don't think I have. I'm gonna have to take a look at that one. Maybe I have. I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Doctor, do you got something on that on the fly? I don't know if you do. Hey, Memes of Destruction, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Good to have you popping in. Memes of Destruction. Love listening to him. He is a riot. My cat's taken lessons from memes on how to be a funny guy. So, yes, so good to see you. Oh, God. Give me a second, guys. My heart just stopped. Is my heart still pounding? Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm a little jumpy. All right. Thanks. All right, guys. I'm pretty jumpy. Like really jumpy. Is it the one? Oh, thanks for bringing that. Thanks, Doctor. I pulled it up. Is the Adjustment Bureau? Oh, it's got Matt Damon. I wonder if I have because I've been kind of watching a lot of Matt Damon stuff lately. So I will. I'm kind of trying. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna have to check that out. See who has it, and because I do like watching Matt Damon. Actually, he's pretty good. So I've been watching a lot of his stuff lately. Everybody's saying hi to the memes. Memes. Multi-gender. Yeah, I think I have heard of it. I haven't seen it yet, which I'll probably have to do so. Matt Damon fan, so Lockwood. Netflix is pretty good too. Thanks, Louise. I'm gonna have to check that out. A lot of times you guys have given me some stuff that I hadn't heard from. I hadn't heard of myself that I do like to go back and watch. So thanks for that. Oh gosh, what am I thinking? Yes, that reminded me. I did see it. I did. How can I forget that? Oh my gosh. I'm not only jumpy, I'm forgetful. But yes, I did see that one and it was good. I liked it. So I don't know how I didn't remember that. Thank you, Dr. O, for reminding me. I don't know. Um, yeah, I did hush up for a little bit there because yeah, I think I remember him mentioning that. Oh gosh, I gotta talk to him. I haven't had him on for a while. Um, he doesn't hate you. We don't hate each other. Just he's very passionate. You're very passionate. Two very passionate people, and there's fireworks, but that doesn't mean that there's hate. So, um, yeah, they do actually. Rod, this it's true. They did such an amazing job at this role together, and I liked it. And if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. I can't remember. I can't believe that I didn't remember the name of the movie, but when I saw that picture, then it reminded me of that. So yeah, Rod Thunderheart there, everybody. not sure. I don't think I've had you in here long enough for me to put up your YouTube. So please prescribe. So, it's coming soon. Book See Through Love. Oh, good. Thank you for that. Thanks for giving us that info. Always good. I like to carry PJ's legacy of We Grow Together, as me and PJ are quite the team, and so he will be back streaming soon for you guys, and hopefully his Twitter will be repaired soon to communicate with you guys. So I've been giving him all your messages and sending all the love to him for you. But he will be back soon. And so keep supporting him, guys. He is such a rock in this community. And if it wasn't for him, a lot of us wouldn't be where we are. And I can say that for myself and my own channel. He has brought me so much, and so I want us to always keep supporting him. Had to stand in a hole. Yeah, I know he is kind of short. I hear that a lot. You have to accept your fate, I think. Yeah, I know. That's right. That's true. Make it what you want it to be. Big cheesy smiles. Love the cheesy smiles. But he's laughing because of Tom Cruise. There's some actors that I don't pay attention to outside of their movies. I watch them for their acting ability and their talent in that, and whoever and whatever they are outside of that. Well, I shouldn't say it that way, because if they were psychos and crazy killers, whatever, all that, then yeah, that's bad. But they can believe, in what they want and things like that. If they're not hurting anyone or anything, then they can do what they want. But I like them for their acting ability. Tom Cruise is one of them. Don't care who he's married to, what he says, what he does. I just know that I love him as an actor. He is actually really good at that. And don't care how short he is. Legend is one of my favorites. I can't remember what movie I first ever saw Tom Cruise in, but I loved Legend. Still watch it. It's one of my favorite movies to watch. Anyway, about up here, because I'm starting to lose my voice. That's cue for exit left. You guys, thanks for coming to my laid back show and for being here and just hanging out with me while I get back into the swing of things. Hopefully I will. Yes, Tim Curry. Yes. Oh, I know, me too. Who doesn't love that movie? The music in it was awesome. I didn't enjoy the director's cut as much as I did the one that actually came out. The music was different in the director's cut. The ending was different in the director's cut. And I prefer the one that was released rather than director's cut. The music was better, and I liked the ending. And Tim Curry is one of my favorites. Favorite guy. Would love to shake hands with the man. And he played such an awesome part. Him playing darkness. Oh my gosh. He was amazing in that. And he is a guy that can play like any role, serious or funny, and he is excellent in either. I used to love watching the Wild Thornberrys cartoon just because his voice was in it. Top Gun Maverick, they had to make the plane. Ay, time. God. Yeah, Tangerine Dream. Also, I'm trying to think who the one that did the last song was in it. Yes, or something. I can't remember their names, but um, yeah. Got Blade Runner. I like the narration so much better. Sometimes you shows. Yeah, yeah. I know. Some of them are great, but some of them are. I don't know. I've seen them both. I don't dislike it. I just like the other one better. It just flowed better. Um, I think it put me out Tom Cruise for life. Oh, Tinker's also did a little in Monk. Yeah, he had so many awesome roles and played them all so awesome. I mean, Clue and just he even was in what Home Alone, or so I can't remember. Whatever he does, I just love. So for killing a unicorn, right? I know, right? I was so mad at her too. I'm like, you biatch! I can't believe you did that. Don't touch the unicorn. Mm-hmm. Me too. Me too. He should make me feel like I know. He's one of those with the voices too that very distinct speaks. You know, it's him. Loved him. Just love him. I'm hoping. I totally would love to come across him someday. And I'm not like a starstruck kind of person, but if I ever met him, I might be like, just because he's so awesome. He's so awesome. I love him. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to grab me a bite to eat. I'm glad I only had one little tiny cup of berries and cream in my milk, in my Orville cup here. Sorry, and I should probably exit left anyway because I hear some noise approaching. And and you guys got to see me get scared. I think I'm gonna go find that part in the clip and I'm gonna edit it out so you won't be watching me going, ah! Oh my goodness, you guys are awesome. So I will let you guys head and enjoy your evening. Watch the rest of the guys, the other shows that are out there. Thank you so much for being here with me. It means a lot. And for those of you on replay as well. Coming up, I'm going to be putting together people to join me for, I call it the Spice Girls, but I'm not sure. I think there's a lot of male talent out there. And I want to have somebody talk with me while I'm cooking, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm going to work that out. But I think it'd be fun to interact with somebody while I'm cooking. But stay tuned with Tea and Telly. Tell your friends, tell everybody, subscribe, because I love having fun with you guys. So thank you for being here. Have an awesome evening and weekend. You guys be safe, take care of each other, and be good to animals and adopt. So you're awesome. You guys are great. Thank you all so much for being with me. Enjoy your evening. Have fun. Be safe. Take care, guys.
Wanna leave this town. I'm saying, love her if you wanna go, I'm down. Darling, we'll make the biggest thing.